Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, you have America and you have the United States of America, and that they are two separate things. Now, America went from being the country to America, the corporation, in 1871. Why did they do that? They did that because, as I said earlier, all the people were sovereign, they were free. Free people, meaning these little statutes and codes and titles and articles that they inflict on people did not apply to the sovereign person. Only to people who are subject to the jurisdiction of the US government. Sovereign people were not. So how do you get people to become subject to you? You have to do it legally. Now, legally, a corporation can only deal with a corporation in a court of law, period, point blank. So basically, no corporation can take a regular person to court. I know you would say, well, that's crazy. They do it all the time. That's because you, once you became or agreed to become represented by the corporation of the United States of America, you yourself are now a corporation. Like when you go to work and you put on that Burger King hat, you represent Burger King. When you at work, you represent that company, and if you do something outside of that company, they're gonna fire you or suspend you or whatever. Now that you are a citizen of the corporation of the United States of America, you represent that corporation as a corporation. So any other corporation like Walmart, Target, or whoever the hell they may be, can deal with you legally in court as a corporation because you represent the corporation of the United States. If you were a sovereign, they could not take you to court, period, point blank. So as I've shown all of this in my other video that people don't watch because they don't give a shit, but the only way you can tell a difference is by your name. As I said, you go look at any bill, look at your driver's license, look at your birth certificate, Social Security card, your name will always be in all capital letters, period, point blank. Any bill that you get, anything having to do with money, your name will always be in capital letters. That's how they separate the sovereign regular you, that person you was when you got emancipated before you got subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. That's how they separate that person from the person who is subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Okay, so we know black people gave up their freedom to become subjects of the United States, but what happened to white people? And you gotta remember, black people gave up their freedom to become subjects or citizens, it's the same thing, of the United States in exchange for benefits and privileges. Now, during the Great Depression, what happened? People were losing their homes, they were starving to death, and they needed help. Now, as a sovereign, the government really does not have too much obligation to help you out. You are a free person, you are on your own, you gotta do what you want to do, what you gotta do. But in order for you to get the privileges and benefits from the government, you have to become subject to their jurisdiction. So they got a lot of white people back then to become subjects. So they filled out that UCC 3 status change and changed their status unbeknownst to them. They changed their status from a sovereign free person to under the jurisdiction of the US government. Now, you gotta go back to those old westerns. So I said this in my last video. Go back to the old western movies and you'll see the cowboys. You see the cowboys getting a crazy bar fight, they punching each other, you know, because it's in the 1800s. They knock each other out, big bar fight happened. But the cops don't come in and arrest everybody and send everybody to jail. Same thing in the street. They have a duel, pull their gun out, pull, kill other guy, no cops come. That guy dies in the street, bunch of witnesses, the killer does not go to jail. Why? Because they were sovereign free men. Now in 1871 and after that, when people filled out that form and gave away their freedom to become under the jurisdiction of the US federal government, They gave up their freedom unbeknownst to them. And now today, what you basically have is a bunch of people who think they are free, who believe the Constitution exists, which is why when you say in the courtroom, I have constitutional rights, they hold you in contempt. There is no such thing. The Constitution is done. It only applies to the old America, not the corporation. This is the corporation of the United States. What do corporations have? They have a president and a vice president and a treasury and a secretary and all that. Same stuff like we had. It's set up like a corporation. Right in front of your face, but you don't want to see it because they're giving you so much bullshit to make you not see it. Sports and music videos and everything to keep you dumb and stupid and not realizing that you are a slave and have been a slave for a long time, well, your whole life, basically, if you're watching this, and you have no clue. Now, when a person sues the police force or sues a police officer or something like that, or they sue the government and it goes to court, you have to realize they can do that because, of course, you are considered a corporation and you can take another corporation to court and sue them. It's the law, it's how it goes. But what really happens there? Yeah, you take them to court, you might win a case, but a lot of those cases are settled out of court because they don't want you or want people to know what's going on. So they'll just settle that case out. So they don't want to draw a lot of attention and let people be aware that you can take these corporations to court as well if they do anything wrong to you. But I mean, be real with yourself. What's going to happen? Let's say you do take them to court and you do win. Yeah, you won, you get some money, and then you pay taxes on that money. You pay your lawyer, you got some money left over, but then what? You're not free. You come back out, you're still part of their system, you still got to abide by their laws, you're still under their jurisdiction. So yeah, go ahead, take them to court. It doesn't matter. When it's all said and done, you're still a slave. They still own you. Now, in 1935, the Social Security Act was passed, and what that basically did was force everybody born in America to have a Social Security number, birth certificate, which puts you under the jurisdiction of the federal government. So you are born into slavery. Now, one of the reasons why they want you to have this Social Security card and birth certificate has to do with the money system, but I did a whole video about that and the money system. So if you want to know about that, go back and watch that video. But to go back to the original point about them killing so many black people, if you are subject to their jurisdiction, they own you, you have no rights at all. That's the first thing you need to understand. There is no constitution. It's gone. The simple fact that the president is passing executive orders tells you there is no constitution. They just keep bringing it up. Obviously, as I've shown you, the Bill of Rights tells you that no excessive fines or levies, no excessive bails. We know they are given these. No excessive force supposed to be used. You're not supposed to be using cruel and unusual punishment. Shooting an innocent teenager multiple times is cruel and unusual punishment. Period, point blank. Beating a person, forcing them to the ground while a dog attacks them is cruel and unusual punishment. This is not a black-white thing. Y'all people getting caught up. Y'all letting them twist y'all around into this whole black-white thing when we are all in the same boat. Period. We are all under this. Black, white, it don't matter. The reason why they treat black people separately is because we treat ourselves like shit. Period. Y'all falling for every dumb thing that they give you. You don't respect yourself at all. Women shaking their ass all in front of the camera, and men, y'all trying to impress men more than y'all impress women. I mean, it's crazy. So while y'all just putting up all these videos and promoting violence and promoting all this craziness, they looking at this shit saying these black people is crazy. Do you think that these white people are crying for y'all when one of these black people get killed? They like, nah, he probably deserved it. That's how these white people looking at it. They laughing at us. They mock us and mimic us because y'all sit up there and y'all post all these fight videos, all these stupid videos of us destroying each other, and then when something happens, y'all sit there and wonder why the cops did what they did, or wonder why things are the way that it is, when it's y'all. You contributing to the violence, and it's just the fact, whether you like it or not. What I'm saying is the truth. So TV, mainstream media, and social media is destroying the image of the black person, destroying the image of the black woman and the black man, and y'all helping them do it. WorldStarHipHop.com is destroying black people. It's a mockery. And then all that happened is you got these young black men and women who make sure they get in fights and that it gets recorded so it can get uploaded to WorldStar so they can be famous, so they can get some kind of fame. This is what our people are about. Like, this is all we are supposed to be. We are just fights and ass shaking. What is this? And y'all expect somebody to respect you? You think these people gonna respect you? No, they laying y'all down. And ain't nobody crying for y'all but y'all. Because y'all wanna be cool or wanna impress somebody. I don't understand the thinking behind this. We are looked at as a joke. They laughing at us, and y'all still tap dancing thinking y'all putting on the show, and they fucking laughing at y'all, sitting up there in front of the camera. What would make a woman contemplate setting up a camera to shake her ass in front of the camera and then say, I want respect from a man? What is that? Y'all need to wake up and realize this shit is a setup, period, point blank. It's a setup. It was a letter that surfaced not too long ago from a music executive from Europe who said he worked for a major media corporation or a major record label, and he attended a meeting. Now, basically at this meeting, they were talking about using hip hop as a way to fill prisons. So they said they want these executives to promote gangsta rap and promote criminal activity in hip hop music. And their owners, the owners of these major record labels, had stock in these prisons. So they had to keep these prisons full. So hip hop music increased far as the level of criminal activity. You notice we went from talking about something positive, Grandmaster Flash and all them, to talking about killing gangsters, shoot 'em up, bang bang and all that, promoting violence. And look how the murder rate skyrocketed and the crime rate skyrocketed. And all these corporations, I want you to take a look at some of these corporations who have stock in these private prisons. The Geo Group and CCA are the two largest private prison corporations in America. So you need to ask yourself something straight up. Why would somebody like Bill Gates and these rich billionaire people invest in a private prison if they did not know, or they wasn't guaranteed that these private prisons will be filled with prisoners? Who listens to hip hop music? Black people. White people do too, but they want it specifically black people. So if you want to understand what's going on and why all these black people are getting arrested, shot, and killed, one, they want to keep their private prisons full and put you in there. 70% of the inmates in prison in America are black African American men and women, and that's a fact. So while y'all think y'all doing something, posting these videos, being selfish because you want to get a like or a comment, you are destroying your people, and that's a fact. Seriously, you are not, to me, like you can't consider yourself a positive black person if you're gonna post this filth, because that's what it is. This is not the way we should be portraying ourselves to the world when we are in such a low state as a people. I was in London and I noticed First 48, Lock Up, Love and Basketball, all that stuff. That stuff comes on TV, and these people seeing this stuff. Then I come to Sweden. I'm in Sweden and I notice First 48, Lock Up, talking about all this black on black crime, all these shows about gang violence, black people. They are destroying the image of black people on television. And I got people ask me questions when I got here, like, what's going on in the hood over there? Why so many black people killing each other? Now, of course, us being from where we're from, we know the reason. We know the system is corrupt and it's set up, but we ain't really helping it too much. We are aiding them. What is being done to us has been set up to be done to us. It has been going on for a long time, and y'all falling into it. Now, yeah, you can call me a hypocrite. I was in the music industry. One of my goals and dreams was to be a major player in the music industry. I own my own recording studio. I went around, I did a lot of stuff. I worked with Sony, I worked with major labels, yeah. But I gave that all up because I care more about the progression of my people than the selfish need I have to become somebody famous or popular in the music industry. I don't give a shit about none of that, because my eyes has been awakened, as corny as it may sound to some of you, but I have woken up and seen what the hell has been going on and what they trying to do. I'm an educated black man. I love to read, I love to study, but I'm using that now to wake y'all up and make y'all realize, hopefully you realize what is going on, and that you take steps to fix it, because it's not going to fix itself. They have changed your minds and made you not care about your life, not care about your future or the future of your people. Everything is a me society, and all black people want to do is get rich so they can shit on the poor people, which is why all these rap stars and celebrities are riding around in their Bentleys and Benz and saying, nah, come get this, look what I got. And all you do is try to pursue that because you want what they got, when there's other ways to get it. It's destroying us, and y'all need to wake up and see that. And I hope this video answered a lot of questions. I know a lot of people probably got some, but as I always say in my videos, you can inbox me, send me a message, any questions you got or concerns, and just, hit me up anytime. And thanks for watching this video, and I hope you understand how serious this is and why things are the way they are. And hopefully you have waken up a little bit. Thanks for watching.